Kenya, one of Africa's fastest growing economies and most politically stable nations, is far more important to the West than most people think. And now, with China stepping deeper into the picture, the US and its allies are starting to get uncomfortable. Why? Because Kenya is no longer just an ally. It's a battleground for influence. Let's be blunt, Kenya matters because it's useful. It sits on the Indian Ocean, with access to major sea routes, close to the Middle East, and just next to unstable regions like Somalia and South Sudan. That makes it a prime location for Western military operations, especially the US, which runs counter-terror missions in East Africa from Kenyan soil. And politically, Nairobi hosts the only UN headquarters in Africa. That gives Kenya unique leverage on the global stage. For the West, Kenya is a launchpad for diplomacy, security, and trade in East and Central Africa. The US, UK, and European Union have poured billions into Kenya through aid, education, and infrastructure. Western companies operate across Kenya's energy, telecom, and agribusiness sectors. Why? Because Kenya is one of the few politically stable democracies in the region. It holds regular elections, supports a relatively free press, and has a growing middle class. To the West, Kenya is the poster child for what works in Africa. But here's where the tension starts. China. Over the past decade, Beijing has invested heavily in Kenya. We're talking roads, bridges, power plants, and the massive standard gauge railway, all funded by Chinese loans. To Kenya, China offers fast cash, fewer conditions, and big results. To the West, that smells like a trap. The US doesn't like what it sees. Officials have accused China of using debt trap diplomacy, giving huge loans, then gaining political influence when countries struggle to pay back. And Kenya's debt to China is no joke, billions of dollars. That's why Washington is suddenly ramping up military cooperation, tech partnerships, and development programs in Kenya, trying to counter Beijing's growing grip. Kenya isn't just another African country. It's a strategic prize. The US wants it as a partner. China wants it as a gateway. And Kenya? It's walking the tightrope, playing both sides, securing deals, and protecting its own interests. In a world of global power shifts, Kenya isn't being used. It's using the game to its advantage.